Throughout the 4th level of the Hyrayarch, security is intensive. Alpha level clearance is required to enter into the nucleus of the sanctuary. The clearance procedure requires ring resonance equalization. The resonance platform has holographic sensors to recognize frequency vibrations. Each Votar has a resonant coding based upon the biological ANR. I confirmed my identity and clearance level through the interface. The clearance required further identity verification with the retina iridoscope. Above the 1st level, the Hyrayarch takes on the order of a precise machine. It functions according to systematic principles. In some ways I am not prepared for entry in the 4th level. The security is extremely stringent. The rigors a Votar is put through before placement positioning is flawlessly complete. Purity requirements and intelligence testing go far beyond the State Institute's professorship programs or the military training of government forces. The Votar is required to implant the code and establish linkage with group mind. This requirement is an initiation from the deepest inner sanctum of self. The movement of circumstances forced Zo to jump our timing and graduation under current circumstances. The Ahala moved ahead of schedule, but he says we have earned it. In my heart I want this. I am ready, but for what? I feel myself begin to shake as the iridoscope looks through me with its lasers checking personal neurological codings. It is checking over 5 million functions including my every thought process, physical and emotional stability. This seems to take an eternity to process. I have had my responses studied by it before, but not under this stressful circumstances nor with the reticence of many of my superiors. I don't expect Zobri to be completely assured of our confidence level. Finally, this analysis is complete. I watch and see my suspense relieved. I am given authorization. The door opens automatically. The clean, smooth white walkways funnels me towards the solid glass doors to the office of the commander. Behind these doors I am now under the authority of Zobri. My scientific white robe drapes over loosely fitting pants that will soon be replaced by the fitted black flight suit. Everything within this office is immaculate, white and black. The air cool and refreshing. The area is entirely automated with glistening clean operating systems working diligently. Iza is seated at his communications workstation. He is engrossed in telecom dialogue with a Votar in flight. Past his station, the briefing room of the Votars awaits. Coming under the direction of Zobri creates an anxious, unprepared hesitance in me. He is the commander and powerful. Lash worked to prepare my will, Vesia brought me into my heart, Dr. Aka and Rimak worked to prepare my mind, and Dr. Sia brought me to understand my body. Zobri will prepare my courage. With a deep breath I move aggressively forward. I am ready to take the mantle of power and hold this energy. I am a Votar. Zadia standing off to my left in the briefing room talking with Isad and Talar distracts my attention. I met him earlier but knew very little about him. Zadia, you always seem to get places before me, I greeted him, feeling his uncomfortable cold aura. He hides behind a face of importance. Yes, I do seem to be ahead of you, Raisa, he said in reply. Zadia did not say anything else and left me with a self-possessed stare. How could he be part of the Hyrayarch at all, I wondered. I do not understand his personality. Zadia has great intelligence, energy and gets things done. He has tested perfectly throughout his training, but he lacks any feeling or compassion. Raisa, come over here, Isad called to me from across the room. What do you think of yesterday's council and our sudden promotions? I think now it is much more serious than we realized, I said. I want and appreciate this opportunity. I am very pleased to be brought into training, but surprised on how quickly everything is changing. I wish to continue pursuing the scientific studies. There will be much more scientific work, Isad assured me. I spoke with Reorientation about our movement out of science training, and he told me that he too was being brought under the command guidance of the Zobri for a special mission. He said there are some incredible events happening across the entire world. The entire Hyrayarch is mobilizing for inconceivable change. He won't tell us what happened either. I am afraid we won't have time for our game, Isad remarked as we awaited our appointment. I enjoy our challenges. I will beat you again at Trex soon. This training requires all of our time and then some. We have no time for fun, said Talar, making gestures and joking around. Zadir, where are you going? Away from you, Zadir said as he moved to the other side of the room to speak with Icy. Zadir always protects himself, never allowing anyone to see who he is. Have misjudged him, I wondered. Or perhaps he is exactly like I feel him to be. Without Zadir, the conversation turned to fun. I laughed when Talar said, Risa, I see you have eyes for Sia. He looked at me with his eyes grinning and his face brimming with joy. Talar's large smile broke me into laughter. He was always ready to laugh. I enjoy his humor. He was born not far from Mirach and my instant friend from long ago, before the Azure Soul, during our state training. Who would not have eyes for her? I said. I would be happy to share time with her. Yes, I know I would like to share time too. Isad laughed. She is so beautiful, but there are many lovely women here, I must be available to all of them. As he finished remarking about how all the women love him, All-Star burst into the room. In an instant he walked quickly by us and through the waiting area and on towards the door. He walked straight up to the watchman Toro. Let me see Commander Zobri now, he demanded. All-Star had a charged ominous energy full of anxious rage. All-Star was in the university before and left and now has rejoined, Talar told me quietly. Zol allowed him to return, but Lash and Zobri were against it and very adverse to his return. There are no secrets from others. Talar's bold truth was proven by his perceptive insight. He knew a lot more about everyone and everything than he let on with his big humorous nature. Zobri has not returned, so you will wait quietly, Toro told All-Star. I will wait, All-Star mumbled. I will also see him first. All-Star's name means, simply the North Star, Talar said from our distance. He is from Aquila in the northeast of Ion near Tkoji. The star that guides Aquila is from another galaxy. It shines with a cold luminance that reminds one of a burning oil lamp.